Loud and clear.
Nice, nice. It's pleasant to talk to you.
Oh, pleasure's all mine, man. I've been wanting to talk to you, bro. It's just so hard with the time difference, you know?
Yes, last time it was 4 o'clock in the morning for you, so I guess it was like it's tough to wake up
Yeah, for
and to
real.
start the day with a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Okay.
Yeah. Uh,
So,
so what's up, man? You getting ready for the big trip, huh?
yes, actually, I woke up also today at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had some work. It's Saturday, but I had to do. And yes, I'm preparing my stuff. And by the way, it was starting to snow this morning here in Rovaniemi.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, I'm so happy to come. Preparing my
Yeah.
stuff, taking the plane tomorrow morning, and then I fly first to Helsinki, it's the south of Finland, and then I go to Barcelona, which is the big city close to
Uh,
the closest to the islands, and I will
yeah.
stay there for 2 days for visiting,
Nice.
and then take a ferry boat on the Wednesday morning, and then arrive in Ibiza.
Awesome. Awesome. I think Wednesday, I believe that's when I get there too at like 11, 12.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
I
So we're
will.
gonna be coming up about the same
Yeah,
time.
I think lots of people. For me, in my head, it was the first day that some happenings or visiting
Yes. Yes.
would
See.
be organized. So yes, 7:30, and I'm in.
Nice, nice. Yeah, last year
We'll
when we
see.
went, I got out there on the Thursday night. And I think
Okay,
that Thursday they had like a practice game, but they had trophies and
okay.
stuff. And I missed that
Oh,
one. But that's why I'm making sure I get there at
yes.
least Wednesday this year, you know.
Okay, yes. So you are coming early enough, and you will leave when?
I think I'm leaving
Tuesday.
Tuesday. I think Tuesday I'll
Tuesday. So
leave. Yeah.
you're gonna be
You
there for almost a week. So
nice. Yeah.
seven,
Yeah,
eight
this is the
days.
longest I stayed. This year is gonna be the longest for sure.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know.
big trip. Lots of things to organize and money to put on. So yeah, it's not 1 or 2 days. So I have
Yeah.
to go for the full package.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
understood
definitely.
we don't know where we are gonna sleep yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, Pep will figure it out. I'm glad though this year he's trying to keep us all together, which is awesome. Because the
Yes.
last 2 years there was like two different hotels. So
Okay.
like at the end of the day, or when we eating the buffet and we all talking, maybe drinking, it was only like a little portion of us. This
Yes.
year, if we
Okay.
all together, it's gonna be really nice.
Yeah, I was wondering how big is the group that he's taking care of now, just to put in a
Uh
hotel, for example.
okay, well, first is gonna be like the international people, which is gonna be pretty much like us.
Okay.
And our group, I'm just pulling a number. Uh, I don't know. Let's just say 50 people. You know,
Okay.
something like
Okay.
that. 30, 50. Okay, and
No, I
then
understand. Yeah, it's not so easy stuff.
yeah, but then Saturday when the games do start, that's when
Yeah.
all the slingers from Barcelona come over. So that's a
Okay.
whole nother group of maybe 50,
Yes.
100 people. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because I
That's the
remember.
biggest part.
Yes, yeah, because the first year we had 150 slingers altogether. And
Okay.
then last year we only had like 50, 75. But the reason being is they had another tournament on the island on
Ah,
Barcelona, so it was kind of split.
okay. There was a little competition in between the two then. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So hopefully they planned it out this year. Well, we can all
That
sling
would be
together.
smarter, yes, for sure.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Hell yeah. Um, well, one thing
Okay.
I like to ask is what size sling you bringing out there and what type?
Actually, I take 4 slings with me.
Yeah.
I've just finished one yesterday evening, and well, you won't see much, but here or there, I
What?
have like 40, 43, 45 inch sling, uh, 50, 52 something, and I've just made a 60 yesterday for long range and shooting in the ocean.
Yeah, I'll give you a suggestion. Bring one
Tell me.
bring one like 80 inches. Just something,
80 inches.
yes,
Super
something like,
super long, you mean?
yeah, because we're gonna go. Last year we went to like this beach that was full of rocks, and we were just throwing as
Yes.
far as we can. Trying to do like a long
Okay.
distance competition. We just couldn't
Mm-mm.
find the rocks after they hit the water, so we couldn't really do nothing. But we
Okay.
definitely like getting them long slings and playing around with that.
Long slings. Okay. Well, the longest I have for the moment, I think, is 60, and
Uh,
I've never really used longer than that. I never really do long distance. I just shoot in the ocean and without
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
much and enjoy it. But yes,
Definitely, yeah, that's
if
just
you
an
are
idea, because I remember
okay,
last year I was glad I bought an extra long one because everybody likes pulling them out and just showing how far they can throw. There's actually one
yeah,
guy, he actually slings in the competition with like that thing
I've
gotta be
seen
over.
one. Yes,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen one. It's like huge.
Yeah, it's kind
So
of dangerous, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of
it's
dangerous for
kind of
everybody.
dangerous, and yes, I'm coming back now a bit more close to this 48 or a bit shorter. I have much more control if I shoot at 13 meters. I
Yes,
think
yes,
it's
I
a
totally.
bit better. And after longer, yeah, I would go or heavier if you have a heavy load. And but yeah, shorter, I have much more control. That's for sure what I'm
Definitely,
doing. But I
definitely.
have to use it more power on the shoulders and on the torso, and it's a bit different shooting.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. And I agree because I recently I used to like a 60-inch sling, but now I'm up to
Yes.
like a 57, 56, and I feel a lot
Yeah.
more confident with it, a lot more better.
Yeah, for me it's the same. As long as it's 13, 20 meters, yes. It's, I started with what you suggested at the beginning 1 year ago with this 48 inch, I remember.
Yeah, yeah.
And yes, and I had good results immediately. And after, yes. But
Awesome.
I'm changing slings all the time, and I break something, repair something, try some new stuff, and I like to change the styles all the time. So
That's the name of the game, man.
that's why I have many slings, and I just go with my mood. Each time I do this online slinging competition, I never really use the same sling, the length, and
Ah,
so
okay.
I experiment a lot and yeah, changing my mood every week or 10 days to change something in my throw also. So
Hell yeah, man. That's all. That's what it's all about. Different slings do different things. And
yeah, exactly. I'm boring very fast usually, in general for everything. So each time I have to change something or make a new trick shot, or
yeah,
I have to
yeah,
find
yeah.
something new. Mm.
You and Mercer gonna have a lot in common. He's the same way. He's always trying something different.
Yeah, I'm not focusing much on the result, or the competition is the competition online or not in Ibiza, and the result. It's more like having fun, and
Exactly.
but maybe the trick shots that I usually do, that what makes me continue and planning some things to destroy some stuff like you do all the time, and having a cool video, and it's a way of training also, and not to get bored. I think it's just like
Definitely, you gotta throw. You gotta change it up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
yes,
get away from tennis balls sometimes. Because tennis balls
yes,
have
I
way too much
throw. I
stuff.
like my ice cubes, and I like stones also. So yes, or heavy tennis balls nowadays, and it's very difficult to find stones anyway. Not have any.
Yep.
So
He said the same thing.
and I'm in the public place in the park, and there are kids around, and sometimes I want to do online with ice cubes and stones, but I just stop at 20 because or I change my mind because kids are walking. It goes through the fence. It's kind of
Yeah,
dangerous. So if
definitely.
I make one mistake in this place, then I'm done.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
mind me.
Oh
So I have
yeah,
to
I
be
done had some
careful.
scary moments myself, man. Ooh, sling can be
Yes,
dangerous.
it's true. It's true. So but stones when I travel or when I go in the forest, I find, and yes,
It's fun. Fun chunking them in the trees and just hearing them echo in the distance. Clap, clap.
Oh, that's cool. Yes, yes,
Hell
yes.
yeah.
Forest, we have a lot here. So yeah, there is a lot of cool stuff and rivers and lakes. So
Hell yeah. How long you been in an online competition? How long you been with us? I'm bad with time. I know you've been with us for a
now
while.
I started on the week 43, if I
Also,
remember right.
probably right before
Uh,
we went to Spain last year.
yes, it was just before, and then
Nice.
yeah, I was so envious, and I said, "Oh man, yeah." Maybe one month after, or 2 or 3 weeks, you were already in Ibiza, but I was really just starting. So
Hell yeah, you come a long way,
and
man.
yes, it's been let's say a year now, and
Yeah, actually the
yes,
anniversary was like 2 weeks ago because
yes,
we never
mm,
missed a week, and I think it was week 45 or 46,
yeah.
and this year is gonna be 95.
Okay, yeah.
And
So yeah, it's strange how I came to slinging because I didn't knew anything at all, and about this never heard. Well, David and Goliath, of course, and we have this Thierry Lafronde in France, which is a movie very old in black and white, and he was messing around with English people in the woods with the slings, and it was.
what?
Everybody remember, and yes, everybody know that in France, Thierry Lafronde.
I'm about to check
And
it out, man. I'm about to check that out.
yes, and yes, it's very funny, and shooting at English soldiers, and taking birds, and hanging around with girls in the woods, and it was really cool, really cool.
Nice,
And
nice. What's the
so
name of this movie?
it's Thierry. Thierry is the name.
Okay.
It's a first name of boy, of man. Thierry. Thierry Lafronde, the sling. Thierry the sling. Thierry the slinger.
Okay.
Lafronde, it's like this lingo in Finnish. It's in yes, in a sling in English. So it would be Thierry the sling or Thierry the slinger in French. I
Okay.
could send you some link at some point, or some yeah, you
Yeah,
will
whenever you
see
get a chance,
immediately.
that'll be cool, man. That'll be a nice little watch, you know.
Yes, yes.
Might
And
even learn a little French in the
I
movie.
remember my friend was laughing at me last summer because I just started this
Uh-huh.
slinging, and I say, "Oh, Thierry Lafont," because yeah, we are a French group, and this, yeah, and this. They immediately found some videos on YouTube, and we just laughed a lot with this. So yes, in fact, I learned a lot of how to make the knots with the paracord, because I'm doing a lot of camping. I have to attach or to fix my tarp, and to put my hammock, and to put my tent, so, and to do some bushcraft in the woods. So I started to learn a lot of the knots using paracord, and then I started to do these bracelets you have
Nice,
seen
nice.
sometimes,
Yeah, yeah.
and to make something nice with it, with all these knots and challenging. Yeah, that's the one. Made
Make some
one
good
last
stuff.
last last Christmas for everybody,
That's right. That's right. Around
and
Christmas.
it was cool. And then doing these bracelets, this guy on internet, this I think it's the Weavers of Eternity,
Yep.
and he says, "Oh, do you know that you can make a sling with a paracord?" So I say, "What the fuck is that, a sling? what what
Yeah.
what can you do? Oh, you can do like this and that." So he explained. In fact, I took it with me to show you my first ever sling. So
Oh,
it's looked like it's super simple. It's weaved like
what?
this.
Yeah.
So it's kind of small, and this tiny ball would fall, or maybe a small stone I try, few or small stone I could find around here close to the
Uh-huh.
port. And this guy said, "Yeah, well, you just put a slip knot here at the top, and you just put a knot on the other side, and you're good to go. You do a bit like this, and you throw it." And he said, "You make this slip knot." So I made one. But it's squeezing your finger. The more you hit, the
Yeah.
more it's squeezing. And my finger was purple after, like, say, 10 minutes. And I say, it's not so cool, I think.
Oh
I
yeah,
couldn't
that's
feel
going
my
to.
finger. It was squeezing and squeezing. I say, well, okay, we'll see. It was a good try. And then this YouTube started to give me some stuff about slinging, because I did some research, and
Hmm.
I remember the first video I watched, it was David Morningstar,
Yeah.
and he was explaining how to use the sling. So I was really impressed, even with my finger was painful, but I say, okay, sounds funny. And then I saw some links with practical paracord, and you burning and breaking some stuff here and there. And I say, oh my god, that's my thing. That's my thing. That's the
Hell
funny
yeah.
part of slinging. And and then I saw your websites, and with the slings, I knew already a lot of techniques with the knots, almost all of them. So I started to do my sling myself, and contacted you after for to know about this online slinging competition, and how it's working, and the distance, and about the target and the rules, and etc. And I said, after 1 month and a half, more or less, I say, okay, let's give it a try. I put my phone, made a video,
Hell
and
yeah.
no,
And now
so
you're
that's
killing
the
it.
whole. Yes, I like very much I like preparing the slings, because I know the knots, and I like also experimenting the techniques. I like to try different kinds of technique. This Balearic or Byzantine or Greek style, and people come to me also, stop at the park, and I like to show them lots of different kinds of technique that they can choose by themselves, because in fact, when you see in the competition, nobody really sling the same way, and techniques are so different. it's
Yes,
uh,
definitely.
it's really impressive. So there is not really a right good way to do it. I think the slings are very different, also the materials, the length, and etc. So everybody has to choose by himself, and so I just show them, train many different kind of technique that I know a bit something about, and then they choose.
That's
Last
it.
time there was a group of boys, young boys from they are playing baseball here on the field just aside, and just after 10 minutes they know everything. They know
Yeah.
they are throwing like you exactly. So
Yep.
they start with some kind of helicopter, and boom, they go with this baseball throw over the top, and they got it immediately, and they really had fun.
Yeah, that's one thing that attracted me the most, playing
Yeah,
baseball and everything. And once you start really getting it, it's like, oh, it can go further and further and further.
it's
I think
true. Yeah.
we probably watched the same video. This is my first one.
It took me quite a while, because at the beginning it was difficult to start, and I was not
Yeah.
so happy. Find a little stone, and I say, okay, well, we'll see. But after I saw all what you do, and the trick shots and the slings you have, and I say, yes, I want the same.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome.
And it's part of the community, and changing ideas, and keeping you busy with the videos and the competition and the scores, and that's it.
Hell yeah.
For me, it's a good way to go outside to take some fresh air, and because I'm working mostly inside usually, so go in the park, throw some stuff, add something,
Hell
and
yeah. Get that
I'm
blood
really
pumping.
happy. Yes, exactly. It's a good activity, a good sport, and it's a good reason to go somewhere else, new spots in the woods, or traveling. Each time I travel, I have my sling. Last time I was in the Lofoten, or in South Finland also,
That was some pretty scenery.
Lofoten, Norway. So everywhere you can find something to throw. First things, 1 year ago when I started, I throw some pine
Pine
these
cone?
pine trees from the trees in Italy. Stones
Uh,
you can find easily also by the beach. So the best, it was in France when I went to see my brother in April. This Brittany, it's northwest of France on the Atlantic Ocean. It's full of this smooth rock that they have also
oh,
in Ibiza. The beach is it's endless. You
Heard
wouldn't have enough of a life to throw everything, and the stones they are coming back because the ocean is very powerful, and there was like 1 or 2 meters sometimes on of stones high because
man.
it's coming back with the waves, and oh my
That's
god, it was
crazy.
like really cool.
Don't they feel so good? Like a nice smooth rock when you sling it. It's like it just
Yes,
goes so straight. The sling
yes.
pops just right. It's like, oh,
Yeah, exactly,
beautiful.
exactly. And when there are really a lot around you, you can really choose and experiment, and it's like I
Yeah,
would,
yeah.
I would move in this kind of place easily. Yes, would be a good
I
reason.
think you're gonna love it out there, bro. Because I mean, that's the thing that's so special about this little vacation we going on is it's like not a regular vacation because like it's mostly sling talk. You know,
Yes.
you can always
Hmm.
go slinging. You know, things get where it's like too many people, you get nervous, get anxiety. There's gonna be a board right there, some tennis balls. Somebody gonna be throwing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Okay. Hmm.
then you got just people that teach slinging like the kids and stuff out there. So you gotta have all kind of history, facts
Yes.
and stuff. It's gonna be so much fun. I
Yes.
know
That's
you're
gonna be
gonna love
really.
it out anybody.
Yeah, that's gonna be really interesting to listen and to see how these people react and how they teach and how they approach the thing and advice they give to others and mm,
Hell yeah.
so
It's
many
you're gonna learn a lot
diff-
for sure.
exactly, exactly.
Did you ever
Yeah,
throw a Balearic sling?
Balearic sling, no, no.
No?
I just use these paracords.
Mm-hmm.
Paracord sling. I use the Kevlar sling from Shine. He
Yeah.
sent me a sling here. He didn't like much the ice and the snow, so it had a hard time. This sling during the winter, but yeah, nothing really,
Yeah,
nothing else.
yeah. The reason I asked is just because whenever you throw one, it's gonna because you like experimenting things. It's gonna
Exactly.
you know I
Definitely, I need one. I need to buy one from there,
yeah they'll
from
be out there.
somebody. And if I like it, why not to make the competition with the real Balearic sling? Because
Oh,
really,
I wouldn't try that. I wouldn't try that. I'm too
really,
practiced.
oh,
Yeah, man.
I could take the risk. I think it's how I feel with the.
Well,
I don't know. We'll see.
I'll tell you
We'll see.
this. I don't know if I said it a lot, but I'll say it again because
The
at a
technique is
time
really different. Mm.
it is a difference because when I if I would throw on like my regular technique, it's gonna be terrible. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But what I learned is like usually when I throw,
So which one you put
well,
the
it could
middle
be
finger?
any finger, but the
It
thing
can
is,
be anything.
yeah. But when you throwing it, you gotta throw it like it's gonna feel like it's gonna tangle up. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Like you
oh,
gotta throw it
okay.
instead of throwing it where it comes out like this. You
Okay.
know, you gotta throw it like like this.
Okay. Mm.
Every time I try to do this, it's a terrible, it's a terrible example. I'll be able to show you in Ibiza better.
I'm
And
very curious, and yes, I'm ready to try and see how I
it's a
feel with that.
yeah, it's a big difference. But once you figure that part out, then you can
Hmm.
throw it and make it pop. Like I just want to make it pop. You know what I'm saying? Because already I
Ah,
was
yes.
bad accurate with it. But once I learned that, then I can
Hmm.
actually score. So, you know,
Okay.
but it's just
Yeah,
such a
of
big
course.
difference, you
The
know.
idea is to touch the target anyway. So yes, I will give it a try.
Hell yeah,
Anyway,
hell yeah.
we'll
Definitely,
see. We'll
definitely. And
see.
that's another fun part. You get to try everybody's slings and stuff. You got all kind of
Exactly. Yeah, it's super
everything to try.
interesting about the techniques and how to make them. And slings by themselves are very different to materials and
Yeah,
nuts and how they do this. And it's gonna
definitely.
give me much more ideas.
Yeah, the ones that get me are the one they make out of
Yeah, you have so many different kinds of.
yeah, like this one right here. This one's made out of like wool, man. I got this one from
Oh,
Uber.
Jesus.
Like
Okay.
I mean, so many, not so intricate, you know.
Yeah, it's a piece of art.
That's it, bro. That's it.
I would be afraid to use it in my harsh conditions with my mud and snow and ice, and here I destroy everything. Everything breaks. It's my fingers, my gloves, and
Dude, yeah, you got it the
it's
worst out there. I couldn't handle that cold, bro.
it's terrible. Yeah, during close to 7 months in the year we have snow,
Mm,
and just now it started to snow today. So the temperature is close to zero, and
close to zero. Good
oh yeah,
lord.
of course, it's the moment that it's snowing now, snowing, melting. It's very icy. We call it the black ice. It was
Oh,
rainy, and during the night it was freezing, and then you just fell in front of your door,
can't
or
drive,
your
huh?
people put now the spike tires on
Oh,
the car. If not, you can't drive. One morning you start to brake, and the car just continue.
oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's terrible. With the bikes it's the same, so have
I
to
think I know 1 year, maybe I know 1 year for sure. We got black ice down here in Louisiana,
yeah.
bro. There was so many pileups. I got in one. I got in one. It was 15 cars,
Mm-mm.
and 14 of them got tickets. I'm the only one that didn't get a ticket. I was just going through them like that. Well, I was just going all around. I got lucky. I ended up hitting the bridge, but I didn't hit nobody.
Yeah, yeah,
Believe it or not.
we
Yeah,
have this every year at the beginning of the season, at the end of the season in May. So yes, it's a dangerous period. After when the snow is on the ground, it's a bit more easy, but still, and people
yeah,
have
yeah.
fun here because it's sliding all the time. So
You might have a hard
particularly,
time in Ibiza, because
yeah.
I know Kick sometimes it was rough for Kick because some this year it don't look like it's gonna be that hot, but it did look like it was from what I looked at a while back. So I don't know accurate. It was like 84 high and like 62 low. You know.
Okay, so what is it? It's
Oh,
I think nowadays it's like between 25 and 30 degrees Celsius
mm,
these
yeah,
days. We'll see, we'll see. Yes, it's true. Under the shadow, it's true. Under the sun, on the beach, it's another story. Or outside, it's
yeah. Last year was a little warmer than the year before. The year before, I remember it being a little cooler. I was having a
okay.
hard time. Kick was thriving.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
we'll see.
You haven't
I
met
was
Kick
a
yet?
No, I was about to meet him during the beginning of July. We set a day. I was coming with my son to make some bike touring in the south of Finland because he's living in
Nice.
Helsinki. And in fact, we are living 850 kilometers from each other.
God,
So,
850. Oh, I thought y'all was
yes,
closer.
he's totally in the south, and I'm totally, not really totally in the north, but under the Arctic Circle. So it's
Ah,
very high on the globe. Anyway, we set a day, and we couldn't make it, and we changed the plan because of the weather with my son, and we went back to this island archipelago. It's between Sweden and Finland. Anyway, I couldn't met Kik. I had some discussion with him, messages and whatever. And as soon as he told me that he was going to Ibiza, he was not sure at the beginning. I changed the teaser, this trailer for Ibiza, and announcing the Finnish team coming, two
yeah.
guys.
I remember that. I remember it. Hell yeah.
So yes,
Man, y'all,
I will
yeah,
meet
y'all
him
only
there.
got two on.
Yes, yes, and one French guy and one English guy. So imagine, it's kind of difficult to find Finnish people. Yeah, they are wondering what I'm doing in the park all the time. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I got some guy here, Raima, who is slinging with me. Is living just
I've been
beside the
checking
park,
you out.
and yes, he's just started like 1 2 months ago. So. He's not ready to enter the online competition yet. Not really comfortable, and he said maybe he be another day.
Hell
So
yeah. Well, he's more than welcome
we'll
whenever he
s-
wants. You know, everybody
yes,
got to start from somewhere.
It's yes, for me this Ibiza it's good. The date is good because it's a good reason to go on holidays right now. That's usually what I do mid-October,
Nice.
between the summer holidays and between the Christmas holidays. So I usually make a break right now. So, but the date have to feel right for everybody also, and yes. Now for me it was good. I like warm places. Good reason to go on holidays and
Nice.
to meet people. It's kind of easy destination for us. There is a straight flight to Barcelona. So I've been in the Canarias Island in Spain, Greece, Italy, where it's for us it's quite close compared to
Yeah.
coming from US or USA or Australia
Oh
or
yeah, Mercy got a long.
Pacific Islands. Yes, it's
I hear we
another
have.
story.
I think Guam's gonna be there this year. The last 2 years they couldn't because of COVID.
Oh, who is coming to you say?
Some slingers from Guam. Yeah, yeah.
Guam. Okay,
Those
so they're
you
in
ever
the
get
Pacific there.
yeah, Sling Guam official. I think on
Oh,
Instagram you follow
I've
them.
seen there on Instagram. Yes.
Yeah, they
Oh
got some
my
good slingers. I'm
God.
excited this year. You know, ain't no telling
Hmm.
how many people. I hope we have a lot. There's so
I
much
don't know.
fun.
I heard about 200 or something.
That would be great. That would
Hmm.
be great. We need to get it bigger, 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 bigger the better. You know.
Yes, it's true. Also, this online sling competition that would be nice to have
Yeah, I
more
plan on.
people to see more
Yep.
techniques and.
Yeah, I mean, we got some new ones last 2 weeks, man. That was pretty nice. You know.
I saw, and but I understand lots of people are watching, but it's difficult to start
Yeah.
because I remember for myself 1 year ago. Oh man, I was so stressed, and yeah, you have the setup with the target and the phone and the timestamp, and it's a lot,
Yeah.
and you need to find a place also that you can sling comfortably. Yeah, I'm a public place, or sometimes it's not that easy with the weather also, and it's this and this and this and that, and it's difficult to start. But
Yeah.
after when you start after 2 or 3 times after, you say okay, just go to make your rounds and that's it.
That's it. Once you get through it, it's like, all right, here we go.
It's true. At the beginning, there is this stress not to touch really the targets, but as I said, there is this guy from England, this Kern. He's going to join the competition soon now.
Nice.
He was about to join for this Saturday, but it was yesterday evening. We talked on the phone, and I said it's a bit too late now, and but he will, and he knows you will be in Ibiza. So he said, "Oh, maybe I have 1 or 2 weeks left before I start officially then." And yes, he's got the targets. He's in the same position as me,
Nice. And
slinging
that's
in the
gonna make
park.
you a
So
lot better, bro. A lot better. You know.
yes, that's
I'm
what I
lucky to
said to
have
people.
Ray. Ray, if I'm not on my game, I'm gonna lose. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
be
yeah,
on my game. And
yeah.
that
It's
little,
true.
because I did learn for some reason, like if me and Ray going against each other, and it's like the second round, and I beat him by 1 point, and it's like my second throw, my next three throws I might just be off. Like it's
Yeah,
crazy how mentally it is. It's like
it's
you
mental.
already won, so it's just you lose whatever it is you had.
It's definitely a mental game, and yes, when you have people around, when you have somebody slinging with you, and yes, it's very mental.
Yeah, I
It's
tell you one
so in
thing.
few seconds things can change very fast in the head, and you
Yes.
feel overconfident or you're losing too much, and it makes the spiral
Yeah,
of
yeah. You're
worse
getting a
and
slump
worse.
before you
At
know
the
it.
beginning, I remember I had some moments I said, "What the fuck? I want to go away now. Hopefully this video is finished yet, and I'm throwing all my balls and I go home." But after you just don't care. The scores get ups and downs all the time, and I just say to Kern or the beginners all the time, just check what is more or less your average score. Try to improve your average score. Let's say it's 10 points. Some day you are going to make 7, some days you are going to make 13, then you come back to 9, and you go back to 11. So don't focus too much. You are not going to make 1 or 2 or 3 points more than the previous time all the time. At some
Yeah,
point, you're gonna plateau and have to accept you are where you are.
definitely,
So
man. I mean, look, this is 94 weeks I've been doing this, and last week I scored a five. You know what I'm saying? You
yes,
know, it's like it
it
is what it
comes
is.
suddenly. As I had some good times. Maybe the max I did some 20 points minimum. I would have done like 9 points or 8 points or seven. And yes, I usually, and there is sometimes you are very close to the targets and you don't touch it. You are like, and it's
Oh,
like
that happens
this.
a lot.
Yeah, you have to accept it. But from 1 year ago, I eliminate lots of shots that they are flying like 3 or 4 meters on the side. Or at the beginning, I used to put everything on the left, and I was so pissed off. I say, I'm going to change the technique, and nothing will go ever on this left side. I was so, and. And this, yes, not to lose too much some throws for nothing. I still have a lot. I'm just, but my mind goes up and down all the time in my head, and I'm thinking of something else. Or in the middle of the competition, I might think, "Oh, I'm gonna try this, or I'm gonna change a bit like this, or feel overconfident and to put too much power, and boom, the ball go 2 meters away, and I say, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, you seem like a laid back dude, so I think you'll be all right. Just my intuition. But the biggest thing that you probably heard us talk about, but it's your knees, bro. You get out there, it's all right. I'm going up to the board, or even when you're just out there, bro, it's like you feel it. Your knees are just weak, you know, and that's the
Yes.
feeling that like just it's hard
Yeah.
to reenact that. You know what I'm saying?
It's yeah, that's a competition things with some people around, some pressure and everything, and sometimes you are just like, yeah, it's taking the best of you.
That's it.
And
That's it. Well, the good thing is everybody over there is like nice as hell. There's never no everybody. It's so
yes,
much fun.
yes, we have some kind of similar in France. It's called pétanque. Pétanque.
Oh,
It's throwing these balls. It's metallic balls, and we are throwing it on the ground, and so we are shooting and making some points, etc. So it's typically this kind of game that people are relaxed. Everybody can play it. You make the ball
yeah.
roll, and you even have some drinks in front at the same time. You play in the center and in a little park, or you play in the camping, or everybody do competition of this at some point just for fun, and everybody can participate, and the atmosphere is really cool. So, and yeah, the more you chat and
I think I
drinks, and the
seen.
more you have fun.
Is that where you take like a stick and you hit that thing and you try to make it stop
No,
like right before the line?
no, no,
No.
no, no, no. It's a French game, pétanque, and I will send you some links
Yeah,
some
I'll check
days.
it. Oh yeah.
And it's
Oh yeah.
typically this kind of same atmosphere. It goes with the nice weather, with the holidays also, and so
Mm.
it's usually no pressure stuff, and it's coming what it's coming. Of course, there are some pros, and they play for the sport and for the scores, and win some prizes. But most of the
Sound
time, it's a relaxed game.
sound like it's way more popular than slinging. Would you say that?
Oh yes, yes. Everybody know pétanque in France, and
Uh,
you just have your set of balls, two or three with you, and anywhere you can play, and it's really it's really pleasant. Yeah.
Okay, well let me ask you this question. Whenever we do 20 meters with rocks, do you know around what size you're gonna try? How many grams? Or you kind of up
I
in the
have
air?
no idea. You mean Ibiza, right?
Yeah.
I asked Kik last few months ago, and I was wondering what's the weight of the rocks, and he say, "Oh man, more or less it starts at 150 to 200, 250." I say, "Oh my God, they are
Shoot.
so heavy."
They go up
And
to like 400.
yes, it's another story, and I remember throwing this baseball 160 and this lacrosse ball 160 also, and I throw a lot of heavy rocks also in France, but
Yeah.
long time ago and a few days. And here there is not so big rocks here in Finland, and in the park I can't throw anything big and dangerous like this. So I never train with that heavy,
Yeah.
and so I'm not really used to it, and it feels even weird, to
Yeah,
throw
it's
something that heavy. So that's why I told you, really, I like to have to go there and to have these new things about throwing real heavy rocks, and also in being these Balearic islands and to use their Balearic techniques with their Balearic sling. That's
yeah.
what really interests me, because I'm changing my mood all the time. Maybe in 1 week, in 1 month, I'm gonna stop slinging, because I'm gonna do something else. So all the time, if I find something new, yes, I don't see myself slinging all the time with this paracord and slinging competition every week. And at some point, this trick shot, I'm doing the same all over again. And so yes, it's good to do something else. And that's why I really wanted to
Nice.
come. It's and a good
Nice.
reason to go on holidays too.
Cool, man. I'll give you a little inside baseball. What
So
we're
I
playing
don't
in.
know. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
What
Most people
what
average out
size do
about
you throw usually?
me. I'm on the heavier side. I like 300, maybe
Oh
even
my God,
350. Yeah, I just feel like
really?
I can because I'm throwing with just the weight, and I feel like something heavier, I can
Yeah,
control it better. If it's too light, it's like just too fast, and you know, I don't know.
yeah,
That's
it's
just
true.
and it's not
It's
that I
true.
planned it. It's kind of unfair. If I'm asking you, you never did it, you wouldn't really know. But like for
Yeah,
me, it was eye opening that because
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
would throw the nice small rocks and just the big ones would be left over, and that's the ones I was grabbing first. So
Really? Okay.
yeah, so
I
just
just yeah, I just have to
however
try
you
and
feel it.
figure out, really. And, yeah, I'm really curious to see and how these guys use their technique to throw these big rocks. Because
Yeah.
by the history, you make lots of damage with these big rocks with their
Oh,
technique and their
bro,
sling. So
the first year I was out there, uh, I didn't go with the group. They went to like the school and they just threw around and let the kids
okay.
watch them. So I said, I'm gonna go to the park. I didn't know they were slinging, so I'm gonna go to the practice round and I'm just gonna throw. And I was just throwing
Mhm.
by myself all day. I
Okay.
eventually broke the target. The diana came off and then a whole leg fell off. I was all nervous. I
Welcome,
was like, I hope we ain't slinging right
USA.
here today.
Oh my God.
But the rocks are just so big and it just sounds so awesome when that big old rock hits that diana and you just
Yeah, yeah,
smash it. Oh,
yeah.
bro.
They should not last long, these targets with this kind of rocks and size. And these guys
Yeah,
don't know how to throw it
oh
fast.
yeah. Iron Goob or archaic arms, when they throwing it, they not lobbing it. They are slinging that thing, son.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, Goob, every
Interesting.
time he hit it, the whole target fell out.
They remember you now.
Hell yeah,
Interesting.
man. Sure, little
We,
inside baseball. This is what we're gonna try to do anyway. Or try to like in between because the main competition is gonna be like 4 games, two 13
yeah.
meters, two 20 meters, and maybe a practice game before that. But I'm gonna try to do the online competition out there. I got some
Okay.
prizes and stuff. That's gonna be fun. And it's just gonna be
Cool.
us. It's not gonna be, so we can give prizes right there. It'll be more like intimate. We'll be there together.
Okay.
Uh Iron Goober's gonna be bringing his chronograph, whatever you call it, where you
For the
can,
speeds.
yeah, for the speed, so we get to do that.
Mm.
See what
I
speed.
was wondering always. I'm not like really throwing fast compared to other guys, but yes, I would be curious to
See,
see.
see what you can do. See what slings does better. I'm interested to try my smaller sling versus my slim sling. See what the
Okay.
difference is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that'll be fun. Joe was talking about we could play like some team games where
Oh,
like it'd be like me and you on a team and we got one ball. I sling, I hit the target, wherever it lands, you sling, hit the target.
yeah. I
See,
remember his game.
yeah, that game would do team games like that. And
I
another
do. yeah, I do lots of that in my part because I sling in this hockey ring, which
Yeah.
is 60 meters and round. I mean, ovoid shape, and the balls are bouncing here and there. So usually I shoot them from wherever they are, and sometimes they are really crazy angles, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really funny.
Yeah, because
So
shooting at an
you
angle is very difficult. People don't
it's
realize
very
it.
yes, it's difficult, and I'm very easy on the when I'm totally on the right side, and I change techniques and I learn a lot of stuff when I sling with angles, in fact.
With what?
And when I change the angles of
Oh,
throwing,
yeah.
I that's why I learned a lot of different kinds of things and experimenting the techniques and change this and change that because of throwing with angles also. So I like to change this distance, the spot, angles, and it's a good way to change and not to be all the time on the line, on the target, at 30
Yeah, it gets
meters.
mundane. You do the same thing too much, you get bored of
Yeah,
it and you lose it.
this Balearic target at some point it's killing me. So most of the time I put it only when I do this online slinging competition. I put this Quattro, I put this Diana, and my little frisbee in the middle. But each time I go slinging, otherwise I put a frisbee or I put a can or a bottle or something, and I throw at it. So it helps for focusing much more also to throw something small. You have to accept that most of the time you don't touch it.
Yeah.
99% I don't touch the can, that's for sure. But when I got it, oh my god, it's really pleasant, and you miss it very for a few centimeters sometimes, and it makes really like it's
All the
like
time.
it's a very challenging, and you are very excited much more. But then when you see this Diana, which is kind of big, and there is this Quattro, and my Quattro also, it's yellow, it's very fluo. You can really see it compared to the Diana. So when I look at the target, usually I see a square. That's it.
Yeah.
And by luck, I've got the Diana sometimes, but I see the Quattro, and then okay, a bit in, a bit out, and so I get bored very easily with
Yeah,
that
definitely.
target. So I like this trick shot and shooting at something. So you were talking about some games in
Yeah,
Ibiza challenges and
yeah, and one more that we was talking about would be like a distance competition, but with like a bigger rock, something that we can actually see. We're not gonna be throwing for like the world record, but
yeah, have
just
to
some
find it. That's a
ideas.
problem when
Yeah,
you
that's
throw
yeah,
it. Have to
yeah,
put some paint or something like you can recover it. And
yeah. I know I tried lead one time, and when I
yeah,
did
I've
find
seen
one, it
some
was like
videos.
4 inches in the ground.
Oh my god, yes, that's the thing. That's the thing. And here in Ravagni, yes, that would be have to find an airport place or some. So it's difficult to find the ammo when you have throw it, and you need to be some a team or spotters or people who are watching it where it's fall alone. It's kind of difficult.
Yeah, yeah. I seen they did some kind of long distance range right after we left Ibiza last year, but I don't remember what happened. I know
Have
Lewis
to
was in
find.
there, Lewis Pons, and he did pretty good. I think he won. I'm not sure though.
Okay, I have to find a good spot, and then yeah, it's a good challenge.
Hell
I
yeah.
tried. I tried in France. I was close to 150, I think. I measure with the GPS, but yes, 120, 120, 130, 140 easy, and after, depending on the snow, what I could find. Then came some people, so I had to stop. you
Yeah,
need you need to find an empty beach, 150 or 200, and also on the side.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not
yeah,
always easy to find a place.
yeah. Lighted ammo helps a little bit, but then you gotta
Yeah.
throw at night, but you know, we'll figure it
Mm-mm.
out,
Yeah,
eventually.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So you said you fly out when?
Tomorrow morning, and I arrive tomorrow evening in Barcelona. Have two
Barcelona.
days, Monday and Tuesday for visiting,
Nice.
and
You got a
then
family out there?
no, nobody. Just
Just
go
hanging
for
out?
the. It's the second biggest city in Spain, and it's Barcelona after Madrid. So it's
Yeah.
huge. There are lots of things to do. It's by the sea, so you can. There is lots of nice panoramic views also on the city, and yes, it's endless. You could stay there for many weeks just to visit
Yeah.
and by the sea, go to the beach. I like to practice to work out outside and to do my street workout on the beach. They have these kind of places there also.
Yep. Ibiza
So
got it too.
yes, I like every morning I do my street workout or body weight workout outside or at home and in the park. Usually, I like it very much, and it's a good way to start the day. And then visiting here and there, walking and
Hell yeah. You
taking
gonna
the
love it.
sun. I will
No,
take
what?
30 degrees like boom.
Man, you like it out there? You like it in Finland?
Well, I've been there for 16 years now. It's the age of my son. That's why I moved here.
Oh,
Before I was a geometer. I used to make measurements with laser systems, and I used to travel all over the world. I was working in China and South Korea, Romania, or France, everywhere
what?
for big projects like Airbus, Alcatel, or Peugeot, Citroën. And then I met a Finnish girl. In fact, it was in China. She was working there in Wuhan, where I started this
Oh,
COVID.
yeah.
And then I hang around. I got a son 16 years ago and ended up here in Finland, in Lapland. It's under the Arctic Circle,
Mm.
so it's very high on the globe. It's at the same level as Siberia or Iceland. So yes,
You ever
hometown
see?
of Santa Claus,
Oh, bro, you ever see
Northern
anything crazy
Lights.
out there? Like
No,
UFO type stuff? Because they say they got all that conspiracy theories around there in Antarctica.
no, I didn't see anything. It's a very touristic place. It's Rovaniemi because of Santa Claus, of course, and people comes for Northern Lights.
That's what I was about to ask
Uh,
too. They got them out there, huh? I bet that's
uh,
pretty.
uh, yes, there is on all this part of the globe, and yeah, you can see pretty easily. It's starting almost now, also in autumn when it's time to get dark, and yes, Northern Lights, and you see, of course, the reindeers, and you go the husky tours, and you got the snowmobiles, and you've got the ice fishing, and
What? That's
it's
awesome.
there is and snow and snow and snow. It's a guarantee for the Christmas. It's really cool. There
What do you
is
do out there?
what I'm for working, you mean, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I was a geometer before, but I couldn't do it here. I started to learn the language, Finnish language, so I speak fluently Finnish, and so I started to drive buses for a time and coaches, buses, charters, and then I continued to build log houses during 2 years, and then I started to start my own company. So I'm a handyman.
Go
I
ahead.
do I repair, I do renovation, cleaning, snow work, gardening, anything you
That's
basically
awesome,
you
man.
have to do in a house, and multi-service, moving people from here to there. I've been asked Airbnb, for example, taking care of apartments, check in, check out. I'm teaching French also in a school here. Now it's been many years, and lately, 2 years ago, I started to build e-bikes.
What?
So I'm into this
Good Lord,
commu-
bro. That's awesome.
co- commuting bikes, installing some engines and batteries. So I do, just like I told you, I change my mind kind of fast,
Yeah.
and I have to renew what I'm doing at some point. It can be work activities or whatever, or sports. So
Nice, man. I did
yes,
not know that, bro. That's amazing.
it's
I can
yes.
kind of tell you, like, I can see how like professional with all the videos and everything you do. it makes a lot of
Yes,
sense. It makes a lot of
it's
sense. I wish I was as disciplined.
it's an interesting part of this slinging. First, to know also how to breathe and to do your own sling and choose some kind of material, experimenting the size and etc. And then learning the techniques. And also there is this what you do this online sling competition, and it's people have to, if they put some video, it has to be pleasant to watch, and
Yeah,
that we see something. Have to think for the people from outside
who's
who are
watching
maybe
it? Yep.
would like to come or would like at least to understand what we are doing. And sometimes it's kind of difficult. And when you don't know who is shooting, there is no name, and you barely see whether the person what she's doing, and you don't know the rules, and you don't see the scores, and it's difficult
Yeah, you're
to
right.
so I thought, okay, let's put the points, and I saw lots of people were doing it also, and now more and more everybody is doing it. It makes sense. You have to understand what is happening, and it has to be a show and pleasant to watch. And
Exactly.
as I told you also, at some point, let's make some trick shots and make some 30 seconds videos to make something a bit different and not to do all the time the same. You know me, at some point, okay, I'm gonna make my video, but if I can would do some trick shots sometimes and show something different, that would be cool. Because lots of people have got ideas of doing this and doing that, and they
Hmm.
would be happy and proud to show what they are doing. And someone is on Instagram, and the other one Facebook, the other one YouTube. What is the address? Nobody knows, and so it's
TikTok.
difficult. Yeah, or TikTok, it's difficult to find some stuff sometimes, and who is doing who, and you don't know the real name or whatever. So at least in this online sling competition, we could put some kind of personal sometimes, and something short, something different, and also to know the people more, just like you do with this podcast, or sometimes with some card. Where are you from? In which country are you? What is your name?
Yeah.
What are your social media links? And it makes the things a bit more yeah, interesting. And then also, I like to do this editing now, and to learn the technique and how to cut this, accelerate that, and put the scores, put another photos or
How
another
do you
video.
edit? What you edit on? What's your
I'm
program?
using this CapCut.
CapCuts?
Cap CapCut. I was using another one before, but it was running only on my mobile phone, and it was so small. This editing on the
Ah.
phone with like plus two plus one.
Yeah.
And then this blind squirrel told me that, oh, I'm using CapCut, and you should try. And I noticed that you can use it also on the computer, and you have the big screen and everything. And
Ah.
and
What was
uh,
you
and
using
then
it
I
for? Kind of master?
no,
No.
I don't remember. I don't remember
Yeah.
the
Well.
name.
Yeah. I use kind of master.
Anyway, but it was only available on the phone, so you could make some kind of simple stuff. But after with the finger, move some
Yeah.
this and that and cutting that, I said okay. And then I started to make something a bit more complicated, and making a second video, another views, and I have also old phone at home, just like everybody. That it's still working, but or maybe I lost some connection with some phone, or something is broken. But
Yep.
the camera, if the camera is still working, you can use it for your trick shot, or I use it as a second camera just in front of the target. Like this, you can see the target much better from
Yeah.
closer.
Facts.
When you're shooting at 20 or 30 meters, sometimes you don't know what the person is doing. So it
Yeah.
helps.
Exactly.
It
Exactly.
helps for the interest, and not listening just like, what, Diana? Okay, if you want.
Yeah.
But if you can see a bit
That's what I
better
love
with them.
about the hard targets. They got a good audible. You know.
Yes, and that's my problem. I'm shooting in the park. I put everything on my backpack, and that's why I went for these straps and everything. And this tire, you can pack it like
Yeah.
quickly,
Good
very
traveling.
light. But of course, this Balearic wood target and this Diana like ringing like bing boom. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
that's that's where the money's at right there, big baby. Well, I got one more question. Since you're such an interesting person, where you grew up at? France?
France. So I moved here 16 years ago, but in France, I've been there most of my life, of course, and I'm coming from a city called Grenoble. 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 It's Grenoble. It's the capital of Alps. So
Mm.
it's in the middle of the mountains, and the Alps. There are these mountains between Switzerland and Italy, and there is a French Alp, the Swiss Alps, and the Italian Alps. So this Grenoble is close to these cities, also close to Geneva, 150 kilometers, to Torino in Italy, 100 or more. So middle of the mountains, doing lots of skiing, snowboards,
So
and
the cold weather don't bother you that much.
not much, not much. It's not, as Finnish people say, it's not a problem with the weather. It's a problem with the clothes, and
Yeah.
you just have to put more clothes. And at the beginning, I freeze all the time because -20 is -20 or 30,
Yeah.
-30. So just have to have the right clothes at the right moment. And the range is really big, from +30 to -30. You have to adapt all the time. And but yeah, maybe the most difficult is the darkness, because we have the polar night here in
Oh
under the
yeah.
Arctic Circle. So when you every day you have more and more sun, or every day you have more or less and less sun. It depends in what direction it goes.
Yeah.
When you arrive on the 21st of December under the Arctic Circle,
Hmm.
it's where you have 24 hours of darkness. It's totally
Ooh.
dark during 24 hours. You never see the lights, and you don't even see the sun. It might appear on the horizon and go low immediately. But 21st of December, it's totally dark. And if you move 400 kilometers north, in North Finland, they have darkness during 2 months. like
2 months.
like you feel it's the middle of the night during the whole
Ew.
day.
Oh my God,
and
ain't this cold? Oh my goodness.
and it's cold. It depends of the region, in fact, how the winds are working and etc., close to the sea or not.
Do you get
But
off from work when it's dark all day? Like
yes,
December 20th. They say, all right, it's gonna be dark tomorrow, so everybody's pretty much off.
no,
No.
it's not like the darkness is coming suddenly on one day. It's like little
Oh
by
yeah, that's
little.
right. Yeah, 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 yeah,
And
yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about the opposites. On the 21st of June, it's
June. Okay.
24 hours of sun. So
See, I
it's
like
4 o'clock.
that.
It's, yeah, 4 o'clock in the night or 4 o'clock in the morning. You don't see the difference, and you
Damn.
can't. You couldn't see. You couldn't. Sometimes you have to say to yourself, "Oh, I have to go to sleep now." And the kids, they say all the time, and during the summer, I don't have to go to sleep. It's not dark outside, and so it's very changing all the time. And
God.
then the darkness is coming back, and every day it's not like 5 minutes less of sun. It's 15 minutes, and it goes fast. It goes fast. 21st of September now. It was not long time ago, 2 weeks ago.
Hmm.
We have 50-50. So it's 12 hours of light and 12 hours of dark. And now it's going fast to December,
To
darker and
dark.
darker and darker and darker. We lose all the time lots of light during the day. I think it's 15 minutes under the Arctic Circle per day. And you can say at the end of the week already, you can feel that compared to the last week, it's much darker. And it's going to be much darker next week. And when you arrive in December for Christmas, pitch dark all the time.
Wow. That is
And then it goes
crazy.
up again. And it's like
And
this.
I just learned something because we got it, but we got it like at a minimum. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just on the
Yes,
side of the spectrum where it's 15 minutes every day. That's crazy. Like within
it's,
a whole
yes.
year, let's say in the wintertime, it get dark at 6, I guess. And then in the
Yes.
summertime it gets dark at 8. So like
Yes.
2 hours back and forth, and then they
You, you,
have
you
time
can you can
change.
see some difference, but a little. And we have
Yeah.
a huge difference. And under the Arctic Circle, we reach the point that it's 24 hours of darkness and 24 hours of light on the maximum. But
You
if
know,
you
it was
go even
crazy.
more on the North Pole or in this direction of 400
Oh,
kilometers North Finland, it's 2 months darkness and it's 2 months full light, and the sun is just above your head and turning like this. It's like
wow, that's
it's very
crazy. That's so
yes,
cool, man. I never thought of that.
yeah,
Good Lord.
and
And that's crazy because you would think like it would mess up people's sleep cycle and they would have like bad emotions, but Finnish people are the happiest people. Last thing I
yes,
seen. Like that's crazy.
yes, it's where it goes also with all this social life and the quality of life, the level of life, and etc. It's some kind of rich country also, so. But yes, you have to adapt all the time with these conditions, but it has an effect on people, it's for sure. And I feel people are much more happy when there is much more light, and they are a bit
Yeah.
more. You're a bit more sleepy during the winter. This darkness, it's terrible, and you come back in the middle of the afternoon, and you want to go to sleep at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like it's putting you down. And I'm not
Right.
speaking about the cold outside. You don't want to hang around when it's minus 20, and you don't go outside for nothing. So the rhythm is totally different. The activities also of people are different, and you need to like winter sports to survive here. I like cross country skiing and snowboarding and snowshoeing, and I'm curious about changing also sports activity all the time. So I like these different kinds of seasons and dark, and we have a real Christmas with lots of snow, and if you
Yeah.
like to change activities. But if you feel cold all the time and depressed because of the lights, yes, have to go to Spain. That's the
Hell yeah,
solution.
man.
Lots of people, even in France, they move south, even south to have a bit more
Yeah, you gotta
light.
have a
And
little struggle, that little struggle I think is, one of the reasons y'all have because y'all know winter's coming. And when y'all say winter's coming, that's like 24.
yeah,
It's coming,
I saw you guys sometimes, and you would say, "Oh, that's fucking cold," but you are not used to put gloves and a hat and everything. A proper suit. Me, when I'm slinging during the winter, man, I've got everything. I can barely move. I have my
Yeah.
gloves also. 7 months in the year, I'm slinging with gloves, and the
Mm.
technique is different.
Oh yeah, gloves make it
I'm
so much
telling
harder.
you, and the ground is full of snow and holes and ice and slippery, and sometimes my sling is just full of snow and it weighs like 2 kilos, and
Yeah,
it's like everything is so different.
exactly.
It's a
See, I
good way
think
to warm up.
yeah. See, my problem is I think I narrowed it down out of all the years. Is I like to take, especially in the wintertime, just a hot ass bath. As hot as I put the shower on hot and let the tub fill up, jump in there, and I'll just
Yeah,
soak for like an hour, 2 hours. But then when I get out, I keep sweating. So if
yeah,
I
yeah.
put clothes on, I just sweat underneath. And I just gotta
Okay.
realize in the wintertime, don't do that.
No, and we have sauna in
Oh, the
in
sauna,
Finland,
yeah.
and this sauna word, it's a Finnish word. It comes from Finland. This
Come
sauna,
on, hell yeah.
and every day of the year, I almost go to sauna also. So we have in the building I'm living and this sauna that
Hmm.
you make a reservation and you can book, and every day you go in this cabin, and you throw some water on the stove, on the stones, and
Ooh,
it's steaming and it's
that,
warming you up, and during the winter it's really cool when it was really cold outside, and some workers who are building houses and block flats, they are working even in the cold, and I think the cold limit is 25 degrees
oh,
minus.
oh,
It's
negative
minus
26, you
minus
gotta get
20
out.
minus 25, and if it's under, it's rarely under, but then they stop working. But even
Yes,
by
sir.
minus, it's even colder than in your freezer. You know, minus 25. It's
Yeah,
very
that's
very cold.
crazy. Anything under
So
50
anyway,
degrees Fahrenheit, I don't like it.
yeah. So anyway, you go outside, or you go for a walk, or you go for anything, or even for shopping, or outside of your house to do something, and you feel the cold in your bone, and sometimes there is no way to warm it. You come home, even you put more clothes, it lasts for hours sometimes that you recover some warmth. And this sauna, it really really helps. You want one thing, go in the sauna,
Oh yeah,
and
unlimited.
yes, it's really like extremely pleasant. You can spend few minutes, even longer outside when it was 80, 90 degrees in the sauna, and you go outside, it's minus 20, you don't care, you don't feel much, you know. Some people even go for fun in the snow afterwards. And in the summer, you can go after for a little swim in the lake or in the river, even if the water is really cold, you don't care. Just after the sauna, it's like
Feeling
chit
good.
chatting with some people outside and having some drinks, and it's part of the life, part of it's a part of some parties. You go with some friends, with some groups, and you have
Uh,
sauna here
do
and
you
there.
do you think that it was sauna was made for like just to warm up since it's so cold out there, and they realized it had health benefits?
uh,
What do you think?
I I'm not a Finnish person, so I might say
That's right.
I might give some false informations, but I've heard that at the origin, this sauna, it's a place you can warm up, but it's also where you have the water. You take water from the lake or from the river. You bring it in the sauna. You put some fire in the stove, and then you throw some water on the stone to warm up the place. But it's the
Mhm.
place also to wash yourself. So at the origin is the place where you wash yourself, where you wash your kids. It's the warm place that you would also give birth to some kids. This
Ah,
we still have some cabins and some this cottage in the middle of the woods. There is not running water. You take the water from the lake or from the river, you bring it inside of the house and inside of the sauna, and in the sauna you go to wash yourself. So if I remember right, also when they started to build house at the origin, they start to
hmm,
build the sauna first. They have their
ah.
place to wash themselves and to warm it up, and then they continue to build the house around. So it's yes, and it continued to be the Finnish culture to go to have this sauna. Everybody, I think there is even more sauna than there are some Finnish people in the country, because there are
Ah,
sauna everywhere for any reason, in every cottage, of course, in every apartment, houses.
it
There
makes
is
sense.
no place without sauna. It's not possible.
Definitely could save a life. Excuse me. That's awesome, man. That's part of the culture. That's crazy. You blew my mind today, Sylvia, man. You're a
It's
very
they,
unique, awesome person,
they
bro.
would have a lot to say from Finland, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, man. But that's awesome, bro. I got you taught me so much today, man. I'm so glad we had this chat, bro.
Yeah,
And
it's an interesting place.
I can't wait to see you in a few days. That's gonna be awesome. We're gonna meet out there. Stay
Yes,
safe on your
it's
trips
gonna
to
be
Barcelona.
it's gonna be cool to see everybody for real. Mm,
Oh, I know that's another big one too. Seeing everybody that you kind of know, but in real life is so much better. And
exactly.
hell yeah. I'll put the links and everything in the description. You got what's your Facebook name and stuff? Link.
This let me see. I think I have this. The name is Linko. Linko Rovaniemi. I have it usually on my
Yeah, there you go. Link over. I just didn't want to say it wrong. I'm
link.
bad at pronouncing
Linko.
names.
In fact, it means sling.
Slang.
In Finnish language, it means sling or slinging. So
Ah,
Linko Rovaniemi. Rovaniemi is the name of the city. So
nice.
at the origin, I started this Facebook because I wanted to make a little group here in Rovaniemi, maybe a little club, and to make people discover the
And is
slinging, and that's the goal, and that's why I started it, and then this Instagram and put some. trick shot
Yeah.
and stuff.
Definitely links in the description. Y'all go check them out because it's a lot of cool shots. I really want
Yeah, I
everybody
try
to go check you
to
out.
keep it funny as long as I can.
That's it, man. Well, yeah, Sylvain, man. Can't wait to see you and be safe on your trips, buddy.
See you in a few days. Thank you.